So this is before before I went to prison. It's a normal old Friday. Every day I done started going down my buddy them house and we just hang around chilling. We smoking weed, really doing nothing with our lives. I had already started, being a criminal and doing what I not supposed to be doing, breaking in stuff, stealing stuff, taking stuff that's not mine, etc. My partners them were for the most part lame. They weren't with the stuff that I was with. I was the creep one. So I go down my buddy them house just like normal, and when I go in, my first buddy, he got like 3 or 4 pair of brand new shoes. Now, it don't look like nobody been shopping because I don't see no bags, no receipts, no paper. Sometimes even got that little smell, but it's definitely new shoes. I see new shoes and I see almost new shoes. Excuse me. My first buddy got 1 or 2 pair of 12s. He got a pair of the 13s. My buddy right here, he got a pair of, I see he got a pair of the He Got Game Jordans. He got the He Got Game Jordans on with the hologram. They brand new. Then he got another pair of Ken Griffiths. Then I see my buddy right here. He got a brand new pair of polo boots. So I'm like, dang, what the hell y'all done came up on? So my boy say, hey man, such and such and such. I done forgot who he said. Again, this, you know what I mean? This 1998. My buddy say, it belonged to such and such and such. They got busted. The police raided their house last night. I'm like, dang. I'm like, y'all didn't call me? He like, yeah, took them all to jail. They left everything open, man. And, you know what I mean? We went in there and got what we wanted. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah. I said, bro, let go back. He like, nah, they done shut it down now. The police done took over. It's over with. They done it shut it down now. I'm like, man, let's just go by and see. He said, cool. All right, y'all. I got to go on and say this while it's on my mind. I'm getting ready to go in and get the video together. But, again, this is fresh on my mind, so I like to say it exactly when I have it so y'all will get it how y'all will get it organic. With this snitch thing, I've been watching this for a while, and I'm actually glad I got a chance to chime in on it, being that I got, a small number of subscribers and people who listen to what I'll say. So you got LBG Butter. LBG Butter, he one of them drill guys up in Chicago. He get caught up in some mess. He got to make a deal. They say, tell us some information. He say, cool. Once he get his deal, he tell on dead people. And he's home. T.I. went on this podcast and said, T.I. went on this podcast and said that his cousin gave him permission to tell on him to get out of trouble. And it was so weird because, every time I watched that interview when he said that, I realized, even when he was saying my cousin told me to, he was just being funny, but he just saying, his cousin then gave him that permission. He know his cousin well enough to know that his cousin will say. So I want to say this. Being in the streets is about being smart. Let's just be honest. We're going to need some fall guys. We're going to need some, and I'm saying we as a past tense, as an ex-street guy, because I've been out of the street for years. So They're gonna need some fall guys. They're gonna need some of you guys that go down for 20, 30, 40 years and keep it real and neglect your whole family and sacrifice everything on the name of the street just to have no reward or no benefits or nothing. You gonna need that. You niggas can come out here and work the fast food and sweep the drive-throughs, and we gonna need that. We gonna need you dumbass niggas to just keep it real. I ain't got no problem with that. But again, like I said, if it was me, if I was in like the situation T.I. spoke on, what T.I. said was absolutely right. You got to be a damn fool if me and you get in trouble and then they say one of y'all gonna take this case and then you die. You think I'm supposed to say, oh, no, nigga, the dead nigga did it. No disrespect, I love him to death. The dead nigga did it. And if I was the dead nigga and like I had a chance to talk again and you were even considering saying, no, man, I'm going to put respect on my dead homie name and I'm going to take the charge and let him rest in peace. And I could get up and say something. I get up and say, man, you so goddamn dumb. You should have died and just let me and let me keep on living. If you going to make stupid ass choices like that, that's what should have happened. You should have took the bullet. But here it is, I done took the bullet and you tell me, and boy, listen. So with this snitch thing, I see it's crazy because I get on here and tell you guys my story and tell you guys that I told on myself, and you get on here and tell me that I told. Now, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of this don't deserve addressing. But again, since I do have a platform, I'll address it like that. Man, you got to be crazy as hell to be willing to listen, about these babies I got. Boy, listen. The best thing for us to do is just to not do nothing. Cause about these babies, man, I got to make it home. I got to make it home. Niggas ain't keeping it real in the streets no more. Boy, listen. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? And then again, half of you guys that get in the comments and want to leave your comments, you've never been in the street, never done nothing, life never been exciting, no kind of way, never had to do no sucking and jiving, no negotiating, no nothing. And you'll get right in the comments and talking about, hey, listen, man, you stick to your code of ethics. We good down here in Atlanta. Gunna winning. Gunna is winning. You can say whatever you want. Gunna doing better than your favorite rapper. So down here in Atlanta, man, hey man, we gonna do. Our city is forgiving. Our city is very forgiving. If I'm a snitch because I told on myself, then so be it. And so be it. So let me say something. Last night I was talking about how I feel about the snitching stuff, and what I said I absolutely meant. But this morning, we done slept on it. We got a little bit more clear head. We want to go over it real quickly, one more quick time. Some of the guys got in my comment, and again, like I said, you guys want to make your comments about what I chose to do with my life. So understand something. Being a street nigga is about being smart. And there are not many smart street niggas. You got to understand that. So my father was a street nigga. My father still is a street nigga. And what did he produce? A son that wasn't smart enough to avoid the prison system. A son that been to prison twice. You understand what I'm saying? So, and now me as a street nigga who's been to prison, it's my duty to make sure that my son don't follow the direct same path. So when it comes to this snitching thing, of course, I tell my son there is no situation where you should have to not snitch. There should not be a situation where you can't tell any and everybody what you're doing. Yeah. All three of us went in the room with her. If it don't sound right in front of a group of people, then you should not be doing it. If it don't sound right telling it in front of me or your mother, then you should not be doing it. Then you ain't got to worry about snitching. You know you finna get ready to go somewhere with 2 or 3 guys and do something crazy, and it's a bad plan. If you can't, so you see you start to see things different as you get older and you have something to lose. You understand what I'm saying? The fact that you would make that comment, it lets me know where you are in life. You don't see burglary the same when you're a homeowner. Does that make sense? You don't see burglary the same when you own property. So that's how I know where you are in life. You don't see snitching and the law the same when you are responsible for people's lives. I got a wife out there. I got a baby mom out there. I got a mother out there. I got 2 daughters out there. Now I got a son also. But those are just my women, and I'm here with y'all. So who is supposed to protect them while I'm here with you guys? It's going to be the law. So if something were to happen, am I supposed to say, no, man, I ain't snitching. I ain't telling, I'm keeping it real. And then whoever is in violation don't get they due punishment? You understand? So this is not realistic. This is not realistic. You don't see snitching the same when you own stuff. If someone outside Atlanta, we got a big problem with people breaking into cars at night, going into your car. And now they have started doing it armed with the gun in their hand. So as of right now, my whole neighborhood at work. I have actually caught someone in my neighbor's driveway. Somebody in my neighbor's driveway, 2, 3. I don't want to call them no Mexicans, but they didn't look black. And when I confronted, I grabbed 2 things. We're gonna put it like that. I grabbed 2 things, and one of the things that I grabbed was a phone. So we just gonna say that I grabbed 2 things. One of the things that I grabbed was a phone, and I just got the last little bit of it. Let me see if I can find it. So yeah, again, like I say, just the comments that you make about snitching and all this, like I said, I got out the streets 20 years ago. Longer than that. When you've been to prison twice, you understand that this is not, crime ain't my way. And then I'm creative. So listen, I appreciate the comments, but don't get blocked. Don't get blocked. He going down, get his mama keys. We jump in the whip, about 3, 4 of us. We go around them. As we riding by, we see that, like, I know that they scared. I don't think my first buddy went in there, but I can see that as we riding by, it's still open. But my buddy like, nah, man, I believe they done shut it down. It's over with. So I'm agreeing with them because I'm like, yeah, they done, it's over with. Dang, I done missed it, right? So we go back. Now we go back, but in my mind, I'm saying, nah, it's still, that thing's still open. I'm going back. I really can't wait to break away from the guys, right? So we go back, we get to negotiating. I'm trying to get these niggas for some of their shoes. They won't give me nothing. I think I eventually end up buying a pair of shoes from my buddy, right? So I go home, we do what we do, smoke a little bit. I go home because I'm waiting on the night to fall. Nightfall comes. I put on all black like I normally do. I go get my keys. Boom, I go. First, I drive around the block just to see. As I drive around the block, it's about 11 o'clock. As I drive around the block, it's still dark, and the house is still exactly how they left it. It ain't been tampered with at all. So I go and park about a block away. I got smoke pole on me. I jog up there. Now I'm jogging in all black with the smoke pole, jogging about a block. I run about a block to the house. I'm making sure ain't nobody watching. I creep off in there. When I get off in the house, instantly I'm scared, right? Because, I ain't thought this thing all the way through. I ain't think about what if somebody in here. So I get in there. I get to tapping on stuff. I'm trying to hear any stirring. If somebody, act like if I hear anything, I'm out the door. I'm gone, right? Mission over. I don't hear nothing. I go a little bit further in the house. I tap on wall. Nothing. Cool. So now I'm creeping. I'm trying not to be quiet as I can. And I'm looking around corners, making sure it's empty. It don't look like nobody in there. I check every room that I can in the dark. It's pitch black. I don't see nothing. But I could tell everything is real junky in here, right? So, but I really can't see nothing. So I've been in and for the first few minutes, my nerves are shot. You know what I mean? This is one of the reasons why you can't do crime no more, because when you doing crime, man, you got to have nerves of steel. And I know for a fact I just ain't got it right now. If I'm my license suspended and the police get behind me, I get the Putin. You know what I mean? So I know I can't. Ain't no creeping. After I've been in there for a while, I get still my nerves a little bit. I go and I'm trying to look through stuff and be quiet to listen. Every time I see something, I'm looking out a window. I'm trying to be quiet as I can. I'm looking through stuff. Really can't make no progress because, again, it's pitch black. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, if I'm here, ain't no use to me being here if I ain't gonna, complete the mission. Fuck it. I went and cut on the light. I cut on the light in the kitchen. Pop! When I cut on the light, it froze. Everything good. I don't see nothing. I'm looking out the windows. Ain't nobody, nothing on nothing, right? I get to looking around and the place is trash. Tables upside down, boxes inside out, chairs on the floor, TV broke, shit pushed, paper flown everywhere, everything closed, just everything, right? But I can also see, where they done throw shit at. I can still see like a shoe over here, a shoe over here. I can see a pair of shoes over here. So I might go and grab a shoebox, open it, it might be empty, grab another shoebox, it's a pair of shoes, brand new. So I done got me about 3-4 pair of shoes. I see one of them, they were real popular at the time, the black polo boots that zip up. I see one that had the stripe on the bottom. I see one of them. I'm looking, so now I'm looking around, because really that's all I came for. That's all my pilot them had, some clothes. I'm looking around for the Olo poop. Damn, I don't know what I said then. I'm looking around for the polo boot. I see it. I get the polo boot. Put it in my pile. My pile get big enough. I'm looking, I'm creeping, make sure ain't nobody on the street. I creep out. I'm running down the street. 2 piles of clothes in all black. I just know somebody gonna see me. Don't nobody see me. Pile it in the car. I'm going back. So as I'm making my second trip back from the car, I see a light that wasn't on before. It's on now, and I see a little silhouette in the window, and it's crossing my mind like, have somebody been watching me? Did somebody? Shake it out my mind real quick. I go and I load everything in the car. I get in the driver's seat, crank it up, I pull out. As I pull out, I'm making my first turn to get up out of there. I can see from the entrance, the street that I'm coming down, way down here, I see two cars coming in right behind each other, two sets of headlights. And I can also see that they ain't have the lights on, but I can see the lights that are situated on top of the car. First thing I do, you know, I'm thinking it's normal. First thing I do, I roll my window down, I fly the smoke pole. Fly the smoke pole, roll the window back up. I'm driving down like I'm almost normal, trying to be normal as I can. As soon as I get close, they put the lights on. One of them jumped in front of me, one of them jumped behind me.
Okay, Mr. Morrison, you've been charged with one felony count of theft by receiving stolen property.